Welcome to JAMB Physics class, and we want to focus on motion under gravity, which is called gravitational acceleration. This is one of the important topics you must know when it comes to what JAMB Physics syllabus, and it's under what kinematics. This is going to be the third video under kinematic. I've done the first two videos under kinematics, so please go check out that video because it's very important. Do you understand? And if you're not joining our private class, make sure you join our private class because see this video here that you're about to watch. Now, by time this video finishes, or by time we finish any this video now, it will send to our private group. Then only students who are paid for our private class can be able to access this video. Just so make sure you join our private class. It's going to be of help, especially if you go down to score high in JAMB examination. I take maths, chemistry, and physics, so you'll not be waiting for me to upload video before you learn. You'll be learning on a consistent basis. So when you have questions, you can easily ask me. Just so now, what is motion under gravity? Now, let me explain to you before we enter the main stuff here, because you're going to understand the basic concept. Motion under gravity here. Motion under gravity means that, or refers that, the motion of an object influenced by a gravitational force or by force of gravity with little or negligible air resistance. Just force of gravity. Now, when we talk about gravity, gravity is what is responsible for pulling object towards the earth. So that force that is responsible for pulling object towards the earth is known as what? Gravity. And when it's pulling the object towards the earth, it pulls it with what? With what? Constant acceleration, right there. And that constant acceleration is called gravitational acceleration, which is G. So it's a constant which is what? 9.8 meter per second square. So that was force of gravity. So what is responsible for pulling an object towards the center of the earth or towards the earth is called the force of gravity. And it does that by what? Gravitational acceleration, which is called G. Hope you understand. To fully understand this topic here or this concept here, you have to learn 5 things. I'm going to explain to you step by step so you understand it here. The first thing is called 1. Gravitational acceleration. I get gravitational acceleration, which is what? G. You have to look at it very well. Number 2, free fall motion. I get free fall motion. Free fall motion. So I will explain what's called free fall motion concept so you understand it. Number 3, vertical motion. Now, and this vertical motion is divided into 2. We have called the upward motion and downward motion. Upward and downward motion. It's okay. Make sure you're writing. It's very important. Make sure you're writing. Number 4, equations of motion under gravity. Equation of motion under what? Gravity. Then number 5 is what? Number 5 is what? Is calculation. Okay, so these are the key things you have to do. By the time I finish explaining here, you have understood what the concept of what? Motion under gravity. You're able to solve every single problem under what? Motion under what? Gravity. So please make sure you have to pay your notebook so I can take down every single thing. So let's look at what? Gravitational acceleration. So what is what? Gravitational acceleration. Gravitational acceleration is the rate at which an object speeds when it's forced down to the earth. Now let me explain it again. Gravitational acceleration, it is the rate at which an object speeds when it's forced down to the earth. Look at something here. Now, have you ever witnessed like all those people that dive? Or those movies you used to watch here, when probably they'll be in a plane, they now dive down. The rate at which an object speed up as it falls down to the earth is called gravitational what acceleration. So let me write down the rates at which an object speed up as it falls down freely to the what earth is called what acceleration. It's called gravitational what acceleration. So the rate at which an object speeds up as it falls down fully to the earth is called gravitational what acceleration. Now this is not affected by the mass of the object. It is not affected. It is not affected by the mass of the what objects. Remember the mass of the object is always constant, either in the earth or in the moon, anywhere. The mass of the object is always constant because the mass of the object is quantity of matter present in the body, right? So it is not affected. Now the mass of the object does not affect the what gravitational what acceleration, and the value of the g, which is called the gravitational acceleration, is 9.8 meter per second square. Idea. Now it's of 10, okay, or it's a calculation. You can see it as what as 10 meter per second square is okay. So that is everything to understand what is called gravitational what acceleration. So you are done with this one here. It's okay. Now look at what free fall motion. Free fall motion. Now, what is free fall motion? Free fall means the force acting on the object is only gravity. So when our free fall, that is it is moving downward. And the force that is acting on it is called gravity, or it's called all gravitational what force. It's okay. That's called free fall. That is moving downward. Yeah, it's falling down. That's called free forward motion. Now, any object that is performing free fall motion, that is the force that is acting on the object is called gravity. Just and it's moving and it's falling towards what the earth. We have free fall motion here. We have three things here. Number one, the initial velocity, which is what is u. The initial velocity from the starting point. So the initial velocity is always what 0. Just and the initial velocity. So when the object is falling down, at the initial point here is what it's 0. So yeah, because what 0 meter per what second. That's called free fall motion. Just and so if you talk about free fall motion here, it is the what when the force acting on object is gravity, and anything that is affected by gravity, that is falling towards it, it's falling downward. And you have the first one to understand here is called what initial velocity, which we will call you 0 meter per second. Just and that is this initial velocity here that is starting from where? Starting from rest. Idea. So whenever you have free motion start from where the initial velocity is what 0 meter per second. Just and the next is called is falling with what constant acceleration. So you have constant acceleration, which is g, which is called gravitational acceleration, and is what g equals to what 9.8 meter per second square. Idea. Under this free fall motion here, it uses what the laws of motion or the equations of motion. So next here, equations of motion are applied. It's okay. Now, previous class we have talked about what equation of motion when I gave you what 4 equations of motion. Just and so they also apply under what this free fall, right? So this is everything to know about what free fall. So look at what vertical motion. Next, I want to look at called vertical motion, called the upward and downward motion. So when we talk about vertical motion, now we have called the horizontal motion. That is object moving in a straight line. Right? This is where we talk about the laws of motion, equations of motion. Right? Now we also have called vertical motion. When you talk about vertical motion, you actually talk about what? The motion of an object that is affected by what? Gravity. Free fall. Now, and this vertical motion can either be upward or downward motion. Do you understand? So if you say that the object can either be moving upwards or the object is what? Moving downward, right? So when the object is moving downward, it's called free fall. That is, you don't need any effort. The force of gravity actually what is bringing you down, right? Now, then the upward motion that is opposing what? Gravity. So you have the what? Motion opposing gravity. You have the motion influenced by what? Gravity. Hope you understand. That is called vertical what? Motion. So here we have upward what? Motion. Upward what? Motion. So when you talk about upward motion here, that is when you throw an object upward, what happen here? Right there, is being slowed down. The velocity of the object is being what? Slows down. Right there, because it's acting against motion. As it's moving upward here, there is a force that is pushing it down. Right there, so it now starts slowing down a little until it reach a peak. Now this is called the peak. Now once you get to the peak, the velocity turns to what? To zero. Right there. Now once you get to zero here, what happens? It now starts falling down. Right there. So upward motion means that it's moving up, is acting against what? Gravity. When an object is thrown upwards, it slows down due to what? Gravity, and its velocity becomes zero, and its velocity becomes zero at the peak, then starts falling down. That is it. That is just what I've explained. So there are some key notes here. Key notes you need to understand here. So at the keynote here, at the highest point, the velocity, which is what v, is equal to what? 0 meter per second. Right there, the velocity is equal to what? 0 meter per second. Now the acceleration, what happened to the acceleration? Acceleration in which what it travel up, which is a, is equal to minus. So a here equals to what? Minus what? G. Now this is the reason why it's called negative G, because it's acting against gravity. It's acting against what? Gravity. So whenever an object is acting against gravity, that is upward motion, the G is always what? Negative. Just now when it reaches the highest point, because it's moving upward, when it reaches the highest point, it falls down. So at that point when it reaches the highest point here, the velocity is what? Is zero. What is the acceleration here? The acceleration is what? Is negative G. Hope you understand. Then let's look at B part under this point here. Downward motion. Downward motion. Now, what happens to downward motion? That is moving down, right? So that is falling freely. When an object is dropped, when all falls back to the what? Earth. Initial velocity equals to 0 meter per second. So the acceleration equals to what? G is what? Is positive what? G. Do you understand? So this is it for under what? Vertical what? Motion. Right? Now look at what? Equation of motion. Very important here. Equation of what? Of motion. Equations of motion under gravity. Equation of motion under gravity. Please pay close attention here. Please pay close attention here. Now, remember, what about motion in a straight line? We have about 4 equations of motion. So, which I'm going to give to you here. Here we have V equals to U plus 1 AT, right? That is what number 1. Number 2, S equals to UT plus half AT squared, right? Then number 3 is what? Number 3 is what? V squared equals to U squared plus 2AX, right? Then these are the 3 basic equations of motion which we have looked at before in our previous video here. Now, when we talk about equation under gravity here, equation under gravity is okay. Now, A, this A here, it will be G or minus G. Is okay. A equals to what? G or what? Minus G. Now, the distance, which is the S, is what? Is H. It's not going to be the height. It's not longer the distance. It's not going to be the height. Do you understand? Now, in the what? Upward motion, upward motion. Idea. Now, in the upward motion, then remember A equals to what? Minus what? G, right? So if you should plug it here, because as we move upwards, it's acting against gravity, right? It's opposing gravity. So the acceleration is what? Is minus G. So the only thing I want to do here, so anywhere you see A, you put minus G. And S is going to be what? H. The distance traveled is going to be what? The height. Just like the height. Because it's not going to be like distance again. This distance now starts as height because it's going up, coming down. Right? So any upward motion here, A equals to minus G, S equals to what? H. So let's look at what the first one is. The first one is going to be what? G. V equals to what? U. Yeah. Instead of putting plus, remember, yes, supposed to be plus. Here we now have minus G, T, right? So plus times minus is what? Is minus. So here is going to be U minus G, T. Is okay. That is it. U equals to V. Sorry, V equals to U minus what? GT. Upward what? Motion. As it is as that. The next one is what? Here we have H. Instead of putting X, it's going to have H. So it's going to be H equals to UT, right? Now remember, the minus we have this one here, so it's going to be minus half GT squared. Can you see that? As easy as that. Then here we have the third one here. V squared equals to U squared minus 2GH. That is it. So this one is the first one. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Now, when it comes to what motion under gravity, we still have like 2 more. So now, here we still have what 2 more. The time it takes to reach the peak of the height. There. So here we have which is number 4. Number 4, the time it takes to reach the peak of the height. Time it takes to reach the peak of the height. It's okay. It's going to be T peak. It's okay. T peak. Then the time set to reach the peak of the height. T peak equals to U over what? G. What does it mean here? The initial velocity over what? G. As relation to gravity, right? That is it. Then next, I want to look at what? The maximum height. So here we have maximum height. Maximum what? Height. Idea which is what? H maximum. It's okay. H what? Maximum. So the maximum height, H maximum, is okay because it's going up. So H maximum equals to what? U square over 2 what? G. It's okay. So you have U square over what? 2 what? G. That is called maximum what? Height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are what 5 formula you are going to use when it comes to upward what? Motion. Just now what about downward motion? Downward motion. That is fully freely. It's okay. So in downward motion, A is equal to what G and L is equal to what H. Is okay. So yeah, you are not going to get pick the time it takes to reach the peak of the height, and we're not going to get what maximum height. Is okay. So because it's falling from the height down. So I want to use only this guy, this guy, this guy here. So now anywhere I see minus, I'm going to see I'm going to put positive. Do you understand? So here we have V equals to U plus GT. Is okay because it's falling freely. Now here we have H equals to UT plus half GT squared. It's okay. There we have what? V square equals to U square plus 2GH. It's okay. So downward motion here, these are the what? The equation here. Upward motion, these are the what? Equation here. It's very important. So we are done with what? Equation of motion, equation under what? Equation of motion under what? Gravity. So let's move to what? To the calculation aspect now, so you understand how to use these various formulas to what? Solve problem. So now let's look at what these two questions here. These two questions is a what? They are very good question to explain the concept for you. So if you are watching this video to this point so far, I would like to appreciate you. It means that you are really eager to pass your JAMB examination. Just like it means that you are eager to pass your JAMB examination. What I want to do for me here is to interact with this video here. Because if you have not subscribed and you don't like and you don't comment, YouTube algorithm may not show you my video again. So if you are here and have not subscribed to this YouTube channel here, then do yourself a favor, subscribe to this channel here, because if you don't do that, you may not see my video again and you love this channel forever. You now start looking for this channel here. So but if you subscribe to the channel here and click on the notification bell icon, whenever a new video is being uploaded, even though if you are not online when the video is being uploaded, now whenever I come online, notification will be sent to you. Just because you always engage, and YouTube will always show my YouTube channel to you. Just so you don't want to miss out in any class I'm dropping on this YouTube channel. Another thing is that to enjoy this class here and you want to teach you one-on-one, instead of just waiting for class here, you can join my private online class. We will be teaching you every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, till when you write your exam. So whenever you come across this video here and you want to join my private online class, always chat me up through my WhatsApp line. Just and if this video is helpful so far, please give it a like and do drop a request share. This video is helpful. Another thing here is that what course are you going for and which state are you watching this video for? Please, I want to know. Just please let's do that at the comment section. If you have any question, also leave it at the comment section. It's very important to do all these things here. So now look at what this question here. Question 1. We have question 1 and we have question 2. Question 1: a stone is dropped free fall. That is G is what is positive. Free fall, G is what is positive. Just a stone is dropped from height of 2 meters, right? So when you say a stone is dropped from height of 2 meters, please let me just space here so that I will have to space here. So the height, this is H, 20 meter, right? Now remember, when you drop from a height, there's what initial velocity, right? Which is what U, and U is equal to what 0 meter per second. It's okay. So when you drop an object from a height, what happens here? There's initial what velocity, which is what the initial velocity is what is 0, right? And it gave us what the height to be what 20 meters per second. So calculate the time it takes to hit the ground. The time it takes to hit the ground. Remember, G is equal to what 9.8 meter per second square, right? So which equation of motion are we using here? Let's check the first one here. Let's look at the first one. If you can use the first one, V equals to U plus GT. It's okay. We can't use this one here because there's no height. It's okay. It requires height, so we can't use this one here. So this one is out of it. The reason why you cannot use this one here is because there is no height, and we don't know what you call final velocity. So then let's look at what the second one is. H equals to UT plus half GT squared. UT plus half GT squared, right? Now, here's what is my height. Here's what my initial velocity here. Now, they're asking us to calculate the time, so we can use this what we can use this equation of motion here, I here. So here we got to be what 20 equals to 0 times t, which is going to be 0. Is okay, plus half times 9.8 times t squared. Is okay. So going to be 20 equals to what? Here we have 9.8 t squared over what? 2. So when we cross multiply here, it's okay. When we cross multiply here we have 9.8 t squared equals to 20 times 2, right? 9.8 t squared equals to 40. Here we have what? 40. It's okay. Divide both sides by what? 9.8. 9.8. 9.8. Right? So the t squared equals to 40 divided by what? 9.8. We have 4.08. Right? Take the square root of both sides to remove this square. Right? So here we have t equals to square root 4.08. Right? When we take the square root here, we have what? 2.02 seconds. It's okay, seconds. So that is what? That is what is the first one. So this is the time it takes to reach ground 2.02 seconds when you join from a height of what 20 meters. Do you get that? So the next thing you want to calculate is what? Is the velocity just before hitting the ground. So what is velocity here? Now, this way I'm now going to use this first one. This way I'm going to use what the first one here. Now I'm going to use V equals to U plus GT. It's okay. So I want to use the first one here. Why? They say short the velocity that is they ask you to calculate final velocity before it reach the ground. Right there. So here we have this one here, U, right? G, and we have calculated T here. Remember my T now is what? 2.02 what seconds, right? Seconds. So what I want to do here, so you pitch your values here. So you have V equals to, here you have 0 plus 9.8 times 2, right? So 9.8 times 2, here we have what? 90.6 meter per second. 90.6 meter per second. Okay, here's what? 2.02. So let's just say 9.8 times 2.02. So we're going to be at 90.8 90.8 meter per second. That is it. So please, I want to change this value here. If, for example, here we have, for example, here this we have what 55 meter, 55 meter here. Go ahead, pause the video and solve the remaining one. Solve this one here. I've just changed the value here. See if you can what solve the question. So let me talk about question 2. Is that a ball is thrown upward. A ball is thrown upward with a velocity. That is, this is the initial velocity here, right? So when a ball is thrown upward, it's thrown with initial velocity, right? 50 meters per second. Calculate the time it takes to reach the highest point. The time it takes to reach the highest point. So we have U here equals to 15 meters per second, right? Now they say what? So there is the highest point was the highest peak. So it's going to be T peak. T peak. And what is formula for T peak here? What U over what G, right? So remember G equals to what? 9.8 meter per second, right? Square. So if you increase it here, 15 meter per second, so about 9.8 meter per second square. So what will be the answer? T peak equals to what? 15 divided by 9.8. So you have 1.53 what seconds. Is okay. That is the answer. So that is what for the what A. Now for the B, the maximum height. What is formula for maximum height? So here we have H maximum equals to what? U over what? 2G. Let's see if it's correct. Okay, U So here we have maximum height. U square root 2 what G is okay. That what for maximum height. So you always what input what your initial velocity here. So maximum height equals to what? 15 square over 2 times 9.8, right? So 15 square divided by 2 times 9.8. So we have 11.47. So we have maximum height now. So 11.48, right? Meter. Remember, it's going to be in what, in meter, right? It's going to be in meter. Now, the total time of flight. Remember, when we talk about total time of flight, the time is take off and time is take down are the same. So when you take down, if it's what 2 seconds is went up, it's also going to be 2 seconds to fall down here. So that is the total time of flight is going to be 2 times of this one here, because T peak down the time it takes to reach maximum height. So the time it takes to reach maximum height, that is also the time it's going to take to fall down. Hope you understand. So total time equals to 2 times T peak is okay. So it's going to be what? 2 times 1.53 is okay. So you have 2 times 1.53. Here we have what? 3.06 seconds. So we have come to the end of this class here. Now let me change this one to what? To 38 meter per second. Here we have 38 meter per second. So go ahead and solve these 2 questions for me. Leave the answer at the comment section. So we are done with this class here. If this video is helpful, please kindly subscribe to the channel here if you have not done that, and leave at the comment section that this video is helpful. If you watch the end of this video here, let me know at the comment section. Let me know those guys who are watching to the end of this class here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me if this video is helpful or not. Do you understand? Thanks for watching. If you want to join my private online class, send me a DM and let's discuss about the price. I can learn on a constant basis. See you in my next video.